My child, I have seen every trial you have faced, even the ones you kept hidden from view. For a long time, you believed you were unnoticed, that your words were not truly heard. People put their problems on you, so you walked through confusion while hiding who you really are so other people could feel at ease. Know this, my beloved. The time for quiet preparation is almost over. It felt like you were waiting or even running away, but it was really my gentle hand leading you in a new direction. A deep reveal has been planned for right now. That quiet season felt so heavy will soon make sense to you. You will know why some doors shut and paths got narrow. Your false self and every lie that covered up your true worth will fall away when I tell you this. It will become clear to you what you need to see at this very moment. I was with you all the time, my child. While answers were still not clear, I saw how calm and patient you were. I also saw how kind you were, even when it wasn't returned. This season wasn't meant to show your flaws, but to show you how strong you really are. I can now tell you more because I saw something strong in their spirit. You're ready for better vision, a stronger bond, and a bigger impact. This isn't about being perfect. It's about how strong you are as a person. Getting through hard times isn't mostly about making perfect decisions, my dear. It's about how you handled yourself. It was about staying calm inside when things didn't seem fair, when your intentions were misunderstood, or when things didn't change. You held on to your soft heart, your desire to keep going, and your faith even when you were tired and unsure. The most important questions you asked were asked with respect and humility. You were closer to me even when things were hard, because you kept going even when it was hard to stay grounded. I'm happy to tell you this now. You did a good job getting through this season. To win, you didn't have to avoid hard times. You had to stay close to me through them all. Right now, pause with me if these words make you think of yourself. Don't just hear this. Agree with it. Simply type Amen in the comments to show that you stayed true even when things got tough, and to honor what God has already done for you. Not because they knew all the answers, but because they stayed strong when they didn't fully understand. You did more than just stay strong. When outside pressure tried to change who you are, you stood up for your true self. This truth about you stands out. Even though these tests came out of the blue, your deepest self showed me your true heart. My child, you didn't let anger make you tough. You did not let the stillness of the seasons lead you astray or use it as an excuse to give up on your path. Now, a new level of power is starting to show up in your life. This wasn't something you forced yourself to get. You got it on your own. Right now, people will see how valuable you really are. Soon, you'll see that your personal problems were actually steps that helped you grow. You are about to see how what seemed like a dry season was actually getting you ready for a bigger purpose. My goal was never to make things hard for you. Through every challenge, my goal was always to make you stronger. I believe you will be smart about how you use what I give you now. The season of growing inside is changing into the season of expressing outside. Your work that can't be seen is about to pay off. It's not because you asked for it, it's because you stayed faithful. What I am about to tell you will prove what you have always known to be true. My beloved, some clouds have moved over your understanding. I did not make these veils. thoughts, assumptions, false lessons, and hurtful words got in the way of your seeing clearly and changed how you saw yourself, your path, and your relationships in ways I didn't mean for them to. People told you who you should be before you could find out who you really are. Some people put limits on you because they were afraid, didn't have enough, or wanted to be in charge. This happened slowly, through repeated words, looks, and expectations that were put on you, until their voices were louder than the quiet knowing inside you. You changed so that people would accept you. To be liked, you did certain things. You gave in to the wants of people who said they knew what was best for you. It got harder to see the unique things that make you who you are. But, my child, I always kept an eye on you. I've always known who you really are. I am now taking off the fake masks you thought you had to wear to be accepted. I'm taking apart the lies that kept you hidden and made you think you were either too much or not enough. It was never meant for you to be small. You were never meant to fit someone else's plans. From your very core, you carry a unique mark. That can't be taken away by anyone else's opinion, a mistake you made in the past, or any claim on earth. For a long time, you tried to change into someone other people liked, which made the best parts of you less noticeable. But I'm fixing what you covered just to stay alive. I'm bringing forward the parts of you that have been quiet because of fear and making them heard with confidence. Your true self was never formed by how well you did, but by how you act when you're with me. You were supposed to say something real and honest. It makes sense that you often felt cut off, my beloved. That's why, despite all your hard work, there was no lasting peace. Your spirit knew deep down that you were playing a part that was never really yours. That season is over, though. You are changing into someone who doesn't need approval anymore, because they know they are fully held. You are changing into someone who doesn't try to fit in, because they act from a truth they know to be true. My child, you don't need to look for my strength. You already have it inside you. Let go of things that didn't belong to you, and accept the truth that has always been yours. If you pay close attention to what I say, my beloved, you will feel something awaken inside you. It will change how you see yourself, what you connect with, what you say, and the way your life goes from here. Your worth will stay the same, no matter what other people think of you. This is where the truth gets personal. Write "I know who I am" in the comments if this message is directly about who you are, not as a wish, but as something you say. Because you can see clearly once you stop doubting your worth. You will feel calm and sure inside, and voices from the outside world will not affect you. Being sure of yourself comes from knowing the deep truth about who you are. This truth frees you in more ways than one. It makes you feel alive at your core. What I'm about to say confirms the spirit you really are and shows you how your life works when you live from that real place inside. You know how it's like to give your all and still not feel seen. You've been through times when being ignored hurt more than any harsh words ever could. During those quiet times, you had a question. Do I really think anyone can see me? What I'm about to say to you, my beloved, will take away all your doubts and show you the truth. I have never forgotten about you, my dear, not even for a second. Every step of your journey was carefully watched by me, even when other people didn't see you. While they went their separate ways, I was making you stronger. You are not just one of many people. You're not a small piece that's been put on the edge. Don't move out of the way for your turn. Please understand why your path has felt so hard, my child. There was a reason for the heavy load you were carrying, which was too much for where you were at the time. I saw everything about your journey. That's why you had problems that other people didn't. This is why your path seemed unique, lonely, and often misunderstood. You are not here by accident, my beloved. The strong feelings you had were not a punishment. They made you stronger by shaping you. I have kept a close eye on your life. You have never earned the value you have. You've always been that way. Now I'm going to speed up your steps as I lead you toward the reason I put you here in the first place. I led you down unclear paths not to hurt you, but to make you stronger. You learned to stand up when no one else did, to keep going when other people stopped, and to keep going even when no one else did. This inner strength is important for what's to come. You are now prepared to make a real difference. I never only cared about what you did. I also cared about how willing you were to follow my instructions. You stood strong even when your own strength failed, because my strength held you up. I wrapped you in understanding and wisdom that other people are now starting to see. You will walk into situations that used to make you nervous with the calm authority that you built up during quiet times. You're not the same person you were before those tests. As you move forward, you feel a quiet fire inside you. It's not hard work that gives me this fire. It's trust in me. With this peace of mind, I am now laying out important works for you. You don't have to force anything or look for praise. If you keep going with steady confidence, the right chances, real connections, and resources you need will show up. I saw you all the time, my child. You were getting ready for a time when many people would be able to see your true self. I have always been watching over you, my beloved. What I am about to tell you will not only prove that, but it will also explain why the best things were kept from you until you were truly ready to receive them. Some things were put off, but not taken away or denied. Instead, they were carefully kept for the right time. You said what your heart really wanted to say. You were patient as you waited. You looked for understanding and sometimes thought that you were missing something. You never made a mistake while you were waiting, though. The timing was always just right for me. I put some good things on hold for you, not because you weren't worth it, but because you were still building up the strength to handle what was meant for you. Some blessings have to stay with you until you have the strength to keep them going. Now, my dear, please hear this clearly. What used to hold you back is letting go. The burdens are going away. The quiet time of getting ready is coming to an end, and what was ready is now moving forward. You have made it through your testing season. For long periods of time, it seemed like nothing was moving. You still kept your trust. You had to deal with silent doubts, the urge to pull away, and the stress of what other people expected of you. Still, something deep was being formed by that steady endurance. You couldn't see what was coming, but piece by piece, something strong was being made. What was kept secret is now ready to come out. When it does happen, it will happen quickly and completely. This speed may feel sudden, but it's just what happens when you stay faithful. This reveal is the result of your quiet devotion. Don't be shocked if parts of your life that felt empty at first start to grow quickly. Don't be surprised when chances you passed up before come calling to you. Conversations that you used to brush off become about who you really are. No, my beloved, this is not a coincidence. This is the full release of everything I worked hard on. Nothing can stop this from happening once it starts. There is no resistance, no opposing plan, no one, and no past condition that can get in the way. Now, paths that were closed will be open again. There will be times of waiting and times of being close. You will no longer want what you longed for. You will now belong to it. Everyone who sees your journey will be able to understand this new reality, my dear. They are going to watch what happens. You have long wanted steady understanding, inner strength, real change, and a strong sense of being grounded, my beloved. Now, slowly but surely, these quiet wants will start to come true in your life. Before other people can see it, you will feel this truth rising inside you. Things will start to change around you. Things are getting better for you right now. Problems are becoming less of a problem. What was hidden will soon be seen. Even if you don't fully understand how, your relationships are getting stronger. This moment brings these changes, my beloved. They're not too far away. Hold on tight to this truth, my beloved. When things start to happen quickly, keep your heart steady. Don't let how quickly things are happening take your attention away from me. Hold on tight as these good things happen. Keep listening for my instructions. You must keep your attention on me, not just what happens, even as new things happen around you. I'm not just giving people what they want. I'm keeping an eye on your core as these things come to light. Along with what you receive, I'm giving you clarity so that you can use it wisely. It's not just for your own peace that what comes to you. It's for a bigger reason. It will spill over onto other people. It will move other people. People who come into contact with you will feel something, even if they can't explain it. So get ready on the inside. Let go of the things that are weighing you down in your mind and heart, because your deepest desire is about to come true. What comes next will make everything clear. It's not that you didn't understand before, my dear. Now, you will see everything clearly. I led you in ways you didn't always understand. Even though it hurt, you let go of beliefs that used to define you. You chose your own path when others were against it, trusting my gentle guidance more than their louder voices. You are now feeling calm and clear. My beloved, this inner certainty is making itself steady and steady. You will no longer ask people who can't see clearly for help. You won't wait for everyone to agree before moving forward. The truth you carry will show you the way. You'll be able to walk without asking anyone for permission. People who used to make you doubt yourself will see a big change. Your answers will be sent again. It will get easier for you to hold what grows. You'll stop thinking about the past. You won't follow paths that are already taken. You'll feel better as you receive what comes from resting in me. I am not just giving answers. I'm making sure that your deepest desires are in line with what you were meant to have. This awareness won't go away soon. It has taken hold in you. It will help you make decisions, understand your place, improve your relationships, and do things that will do long-term good. You will know who to trust, my child. You'll know how to use your strength. You'll know when to rest and when to move. The emotions that come and go will not control you. You will be led by the steady knowing that comes from being close to me. I'm getting rid of doubt and putting strong trust in its place. As of right now, doubt will no longer guide your way. It doesn't hold. Your mind is now very calm, my dear, and you can see a clear path ahead of you. Take this truth in. What I'm about to tell you will help you understand better and show you what has been waiting for your full trust the whole time. Your vision has been clouded by things that were never really you, my dear. People's thoughts, hopes that were never realized, misunderstandings, and narrow views have blocked your view. This made you see yourself, your journey, and your relationships from points of view that were not true to who you are. Before you could fully understand who you are, other people talked over you and shaped your ideas about who you are based on what they believed. You were limited by the limits set by people who put their worries, mistakes, and need for control onto you. Over time, this happened through repeated words, subtle facial expressions, and expectations that were put on you, until their meanings became louder than the quiet truth in your spirit. It became hard to see the true shape of who you are because of this. But I, my beloved, never took my eyes off of you. You were always the real you in my eyes. Now there is less space between you and fully understanding who you are meant to be. I'm taking off all the layers that were keeping you from being your true self. I'm clearing away all the jumbled thoughts and voices that were stopping you from living openly as yourself, even the ones that meant well. I'm letting go of the thoughts that came from hearts that were never at peace. There are beliefs that were holding you back and making you look for approval from people who were never meant to lead you. You are letting go of even the praise that held you back from an old version of yourself that you have grown out of. My beloved, you were never meant to live your life based on how other people see you. Now, you can see what you really want to see. What you couldn't see before is now right in front of you. You will understand that the weight you were carrying did not come from inside you, but from outside sources. Some of the emotional weight you carried was not yours to bear, and it was put on you as bad advice. That weight is now off of you. My beloved, a heavy load is lifting off of you. False ideas about yourself, duties that didn't feel right, and a constant feeling of unease are leaving. You're getting back to the kind of freedom that lets your whole self shine through. Change the way you see yourself. I am changing the thoughts that other people forced on you. When you think about it, my child, you'll understand why you used to believe lies about yourself. You're waking up to a deep strength that doesn't come on all of a sudden, but as a steady flow from your newfound freedom. People who used to shape how you saw yourself might not understand how you've changed. They might not like your new clarity because they liked how uncertain you were before. But this won't stop what I'm going to do. You are getting a new perspective. There is no fear on the way ahead. You will soon be able to move with an inner authority you didn't know you had. You'll see what was hidden before. You will understand what people really want, not by chance, but because I have put a conviction in you. You will know when to speak and when to be quiet. My dear, this may feel like a new path at first, but it is the one you were always meant to take. Your deepest self has been waiting for this moment for a long time. I'm not just making your vision clear again. Your faith in your own discernment is being strengthened by my words. After making a choice, you won't question it again. No matter which way you go, you will find peace. A calm wisdom will lead you beyond what other people expect. Chances will come up with a new meaning. Talks will have a different tone. There will be stronger ties. You will not pick what is easy when you really see. Now, my beloved, look with fresh eyes. No longer are you seeing life through the lenses of ideas that other people have given you. You can now see with the knowledge I gave you in soul. This will be proven by the next truth I reveal. It was never meant for you to be forgotten. You were meant to fully understand. You remember those times, my child, roads that ended without saying anything, slowly ending relationships, an honor that never came. You didn't believe in your own worth and wondered what was wrong with you and why. After giving everything you had, you were still passed over. Those times caused pain that not many people noticed. Not because you were weak, but because you gave everything you had. You gave everything you had to the people, dreams, and places around you. The pain got worse when there was silence, when the distance grew, or when no one talked to you. I saw everything, though. You might also want to share this message with someone you know who is going through a similar time. Let it be an act of love when you do it. This message from God is not just for you, but also for people who are close to you. Sharing spreads the anointing to other people. Today, my child, you need to understand that the endings you were sad about were not problems, but rather safeguards I put around you, even though you couldn't see it. They were free to leave. I shut those doors. Let the silence grow, not to make you sad, but to protect your true self. You felt empty, but you were being kept from going in directions that would have made you less of who you are. What you were trying to hold on to would have blocked your real call. You would have lost your strength around the people you thought you needed. Things didn't go the way you thought they would, because I was leading you to a deeper life, free from illusion and shielded from less important choices. Because I was uncomfortable, I took away what didn't belong to you. My beloved, you were never meant to feel like you weren't good enough. This was done to help you remember who you are. You have a true nature that was there before the world tried to define you. A spirit that is honest, brave, full of goodness, and strong. False layers had to come off so that this real self could show itself. My child, you thought you were losing your balance when you were really just getting rid of false beliefs about yourself. You thought you were breaking down, but the weight of all your wrong thoughts was being lifted. You didn't know it at the time, but your successes were now getting in the way. Your skill hid how much you wanted to connect with someone real. Your accomplishments took the attention away from your desire to be fully known. This meant that what wasn't real had to come out. Because they were built around a false version of you, I let some structures fall apart, not because they were wrong in and of themselves. Relationships that only cared about what you did and not who you are slowly ended. Chances that saw your skills on the outside but didn't care about your inner truth ended. Even though it was sad, this had to be done. You can only be truly whole when you are being yourself, not when you project an image of yourself that is shaped by fear, old wounds, or outside demands. That's why the parts of you that wanted to be liked were shown. Not to make you feel bad, but to make you whole, hidden parts were shown to you. What seemed like loss was actually getting better. You were never meant to stay where people just put up with you. Your intuition led you to places that really need your true self. Someone who lives behind a mask can't receive what is coming. It needs the real you. It needs all of you. My loved one, you must stand firm in your truth if you want to move forward. You had a reason for every step you took, even the ones that hurt. Each challenge took away something that was never yours. Now, my beloved child, you are starting to feel free to be yourself and live your life. If you feel this freedom coming back to you, don't keep it to yourself. Type Amen below to show that you'd rather tell the truth than perform, be in line than get approval, and be real than be afraid. Not the self that other people liked, but the one I made. When you find the right paths for you, you won't have to shrink. The path in front of you now fits perfectly with who you are. You will feel calm and sure instead of the unease you used to feel. This shows that you were never lost. You were just moving toward what I had planned for you the whole time. What seems like a fresh start is really just a way to get clear. My beloved, the connections you're making, the help that's coming, the truths that are becoming clear, and the new paths that are opening up for you are not by chance. They are clear signs that you have stopped chasing short-term goals and are now living in line with who you really are. I kept these gifts for you for a reason, not just to make you happy, but also so that you would take good care of them. If they had shown up earlier, you might have held them for your own good. That being said, you will now see them as holy duties. You will realize that everything you are given has a purpose other than your own comfort. It's also meant to lift other people up. My child, the paths you are walking aren't just for your own journey. They're also meant to shelter and guide other people. That's why the waiting was so important. What you know now was once out of your reach. Your strength has been shown. Your knowledge has grown. I trust you completely now. Do not go into this new season with doubt. Act like you are already fully grown, not like you are just starting out. This isn't just something you were given. It shows you what your true calling is. If what this message says backs up something God has been telling you, please subscribe. It's not just about letting people know. It's about staying under words that make things clear, reassure you, and line up with what God has promised for your life. No part of your life was empty. There was a reason for every struggle. What was shown to you was never meant to break you. It was meant to show you where you belong. Your important part in my bigger plan was never forgotten. You just needed some time to change into the person who could carry it. Now that you know you're ready, the time you've been waiting for has come. Before we go any further, I want you to take a moment to really enjoy this. Write "I am ready" in the comments. These words are for you, not me. Read them to yourself again and let them sink in. Being ready is what lets the next door open, not as a new beginning, but as the exact moment you step into what I have kept safe for you from the start. It's possible for memories that still hurt to come back to you, my dear. Breakups and relationships, lost chances to do something. There were times when you gave everything you had, but those things went away. When you think about it now, you wonder what went wrong and why things ended when you meant well. But pay close attention, my child. Those things were taken away not to hurt you. They weren't built to last on the path I had planned for you. so I let them go. I let them go not to hurt you, but to help you grow. What left your life wasn't strong enough to keep going down the path I paved for you. It was never meant to stay. You thought that their leaving meant they didn't want to be with you anymore, but it was really a step towards something better. Even though you felt like you lost something, space was being made. You were not supposed to be angry about what happened. You were supposed to trust that it was all for a reason. What really matters is not just what makes you feel better right now, but also what stays the same when things get tough. Connections that do more than make you feel better. They protect your true calling. Opportunities and roles that help you be who you really are, and don't just try to get approval. What your deepest self wanted was becoming clear. There were people you wanted to stay, projects you wanted to keep going, and trips you wanted to last longer. Not one of these wants was ignored. Care was taken to lead them. Those things ending didn't mean you failed. They came to an end because they weren't meant to last. The past doesn't weigh down your true self. Instead, you are now ready to get something more important. That which is forming needs a strong base, and that base can't rest on something temporary. So what was only there for a short time was taken away not to show that you were weak, but to show that you were strong. Every ending helped you get ready for the next one. You were never meant to carry something that had already done its job. Anything that couldn't keep going with you was let go, not to hurt you, but to keep you safe. What could have taken your attention off of your true path, drained your energy, led you astray, or hurt the truth that was growing inside you, was gently pushed aside. Now you'll start to see that you only have what really makes you strong left. What stays now fits with your most important goal. You'll realize that nothing important was ever taken, just what was needed for a while. It wasn't to empty you that I let things go. It was so I could put something lasting in your hands. What you are getting now really matters. It won't change based on how you feel. It will stay strong even when things get hard. It won't get smaller when peace comes back. It stands strong because I'm always there to support it. The connections you're making now will have a lot of depth. It will be clear what duties are involved. As you move forward, the paths that open up in front of you will not go away. They will take you straight to your true goal. It won't go against what you let go of when this happens. Instead, it will help you heal in places you didn't know were hurting. It will take away the doubts that used to make you question yourself when things changed. What is coming out now isn't just filling a void. It's a real start. The present does not take away the pain of the past. What does it mean? You will carry these experiences with you, my dear, not as burdens, but as proof that you can learn from both good and bad things. Don't stay sad about what's gone then. Make the empty space you felt into a place where your trust in me grows. Remember this, my child. You gain wisdom not only from what you get, but also from what you lose. Now that you understand this, hold on to it. Your path is not by chance. Your steps are guided by my purpose. What is being set up now will last. When you were feeling safe, my beloved, you changed who you were. You changed how you looked, hid how you really felt, and lowered your own bright spirit. To fit into places that couldn't hold all of who you are, you did this. You changed who you were on the inside to get approval, and you protected your heart from harm. I saw how you changed every part of yourself to fit in with other people's expectations. You learned how to look strong while hiding who you really were. But the layers you wore to keep yourself safe could not hide who you really are forever. That's why I let unrest get rid of what wasn't real. You are not being put down, my beloved. This was done to help you find the unique essence I put inside you. You have a real core that you formed long before other people tried to describe you. This core doesn't hold any lies. It holds the truth with quiet strength, is full of love, and doesn't move. Everything that was hiding your true self had to fall away for it to fully show itself. You thought your strength was going away, my child, but you were just letting go of the roles you had taken on. My beloved, you felt like you were breaking, but I was showing you the deepest part of who you are. Even what you thought of as success started to hide your longing. The things people praised about you were hiding your desire to be known as you really are. Just because of this, I let some things end. Not because they were wrong, but because they were based on something other than who you really were. Relationships that stuck to a role you played instead of who you really were ended on their own. There were no more paths that cared about how you looked, but not how you felt inside. Even though it was sad, this had to be done. The future I've planned for you can't be based on a false picture. It has to be based on the true self I created in you, one that is free of fear, old wounds, and weight from outside sources. That's why the parts of you that wanted to be liked were made public. The places where you held back were shown to you, not to show that you were weak, but to help you become whole again. My precious child, letting go of these false identities felt like a return to your true self. You weren't meant to stay where people barely accepted you. You were led to places that are open to your true self. The things I'm about to give you can't be kept up by pretense. It needs the real you. It needs your whole self. My child, this has always been the most important part of your journey. Even when you couldn't see it, every hard thing you went through changed you and took away things that didn't belong. You've reached the point where you can just be yourself. Not the person other people liked, but the person I made you to be from the start. You'll notice that the paths in front of you don't ask you to shrink. The tasks you'll be given will match your natural skills. The unease that used to follow you will be swapped out for calm clarity. You'll know that you were never lost. I just led you along the path I planned for you. What seems like a new beginning is really a way to get more of what you want. It's not a coincidence that the connections, help, insights, and chances that are coming up now. They show that you are no longer chasing what might happen, but rather stepping into what is meant to be. My beloved, these gifts were saved for you, so that you could enjoy them and take good care of them. If they had come earlier, you could have claimed them as your own success. You now know that these duties are holy duties. You understand that what you're given is for a reason other than your own peace. It's meant to reach other people. This is why you had to keep going on your journey. What you're carrying now was too much for you before. You have been shaped. The job is done for you. You're all set. So go forward with confidence, my child. not as someone who is starting over, but as someone who has been fully healed. This isn't just a reward. All the steps that got you here have paid off. You didn't waste a single breath. No tear was shed for no reason. That was never the point of your journey. It was always meant to bring you to this very moment. You have always been part of my plan. It only took time for you to change enough to be ready to receive it. Your spirit is now ready, and the way you were looking for is becoming clear. Dear one, you are learning what is really important. What stays with you is always connected to your true purpose, even when things are hard. Over time, you'll see that you never lost anything important, only what kept things going for a while. I gave you room to breathe, not to leave you empty, but to get your hands ready for something better. You might have felt like a part of you was gone at first, but what was taken away won't stop you. It will make you whole. It will set you free. I don't offer bits of happiness. I give you fullness. I give deep peace that lasts. I stopped something that looked good, but would have put off your real goal. I kept from you what would have wasted your time and not helped you in any way. You would have lost your focus if you had gone down those paths, but I kept you safe. While other people looked for short-term rewards, I worked on strengthening your inner self. Truth was what I was telling you. I was giving you strength to last. What I've planned for you is bigger than your own life. It will go through you and affect many people. There was room for growth in this new start. That's why what didn't belong was taken away. I'm getting closer now that the way is clear. The thing I give you is not the same as what was taken away. It's a gift from the bottom of my heart. Because it comes from your true self, it feels complete and like home. You will learn that being still gives you strength. You'll stop trying to get things and start receiving them. This goodness won't need to be sought after. When you let go, it will meet you. You'll know right away that it comes from me, because you'll recognize it. I always bring something better when I put something off. What comes next will be just right, come at the right time, and explain every tear shed along the way. Those times of peace and quiet were not empty. They showed that you had faith, were patient, were humble, and were kind. Back then, no one praised you, but I saw every small win. When being mean would have been easier, I saw you choose to be kind. The direction I give you today is not just for you. It will help many people who follow your lead. Allow this truth to sink in deeply. Join those who live in my light as you walk. Give what you've been given to people who are looking for it. And be sure when you say this is true. I believe. I am always with you and will guide you every step of the way. We only get money from viewers who donate. Please help us share God's word by scanning the QR code or reading the comment that has been pinned. Have a great day. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected, high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings. They will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate, early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct, personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.